Okay, today I've got one tip to help you save on taxes in 2022. So this is to lower your tax bill, and that tip is to sell an investment that has done poorly and lock in a capital loss, but then also rebuy one that is similar. Let me explain how this works. If you sell an investment, so if you sell a stock or if you sell an ETF, and the price has gone down and you take a loss, you're able to deduct that from your tax bill. Now, the reason this is important is because the IRS has a rule. It's called the wash sale rule. And what that means is if you take a loss, if you sell an investment, you take a loss, you can't rebuy that same investment for at least 30 days. Because that would enable someone to essentially sell an investment and then rebuy it right away. And they could lock in a pretty deep loss and take a huge tax break for that year. However, there is a sort of a way around this rule, and that is that you can buy something that is very similar to the investment that you sell. So I'm going to use an example, but this isn't an endorsement for this investment, so to speak. It's just a recommendation to use this as an example, and that is you can buy, say, VEA, right? VEA is the Vanguard Foreign Stock ETF, Developed Markets Foreign Stock ETF. Let's say you bought that, but it went down. You could sell it and take a loss and then use that money to rebuy another ETF that is almost identical to it, which is the BlackRock EAFE. So BlackRock iShares has a ETF called EAFE, which is very similar to VEA. I'm using these as an example because you could actually sell the one, buy into the other fund, even though it's pretty closely the same. It holds all the same stocks, and you could lock in that capital loss. But you still own the stock. Now you lock it in that year, and you can use some of that loss to deduct even against your income, up to $3,000. Now the reason that I bring this up is because surging inflation is essentially pushing everybody up into higher tax brackets. Now the IRS has rules that raise those income levels for the tax brackets. But these really aren't applied uniformly. There are a lot of exceptions. There are a lot of areas where you're still taxed at the same rate that don't adjust. They could be state income taxes. They could be some capital gains taxes, like when it deals with the sale of homes. It could be Social Security benefits. So keep this in mind. A lot of people are going to be paying higher taxes because of inflation. Even though their wealth isn't really rising, just because the nominal value of what they earn is going up, they're actually going to be taxed at higher rates. But something like this strategy or this tip that I'm sharing with you right now, if you can use it, can help you achieve a tax break and lower that tax bill in 2022. Please post a question or comment. Send me a private message if you want to talk about it privately. I always enjoy reading your comments. And until next time, I wish you unlimited success.